Hey, what's up, guys? So we are here with Moonrise, and I'm going to go ahead and give you some rundown on the game basics because a lot of you may not have seen this before. This is a creature capture game similar to Pokemon, but with a real-time combat system where it's 3-on-3. You have a team of 6 Solari, and they're all represented by a key, which is like your Pokeball. You capture them, you throw them out with your keys, and this is how it looks like. So you have 6 Solari and 1 hero. If the hero dies in the fight, you can see these two heroes are fighting each other, then you automatically lose. Or if all 6 of your Solari are dead, you automatically lose. So there's two ways to win: kill the hero or kill the Solaris, kill the monsters. The hero is in the back row actually, so a lot of skills can hit the front row target people together. Not many skills can hit actually in the back row. There's a specific kind of strategy that you can make. You can build your team specifically designed to hit the back row and hit the Warden, him or herself. That's a viable tactic that you can use. You'll also notice there's tons of combat effects and the battles are fast and furious. So this is part of a live stream from Undead Labs showing off the developer here, Heartbeat, beating up on Sticky Nicky, who actually is myself. And yeah, the combat is fast and furious. It's a frantic pace. It is a very, very fun game. There are roughly 5 elements right now. You can see fire, water, earth. There is stone. There's also normal. So there's a little bit more than 5. There's a little bit over 100 different creatures right now. They have evolutions just like in Pokemon. So you'll have like a Squirtle, and then you go to a what was the next one? Who knows what. But yeah, you'll have evolutions. It's not as dominant though as like an evolved, say, Charmander in Pokemon is always going to be weaker than a Charizard. In this game, it's not necessarily the case. The evolved Charizard will have a little bit different skill sets and specialty moves, so you may lose out on your really, really cool, unique Charmander skill that is actually better for your team composition. Stat-wise, they'll be approximately the same. The Charizard may actually gain a little bit more levels. Currently, the level cap is on 50. Most tier 3, so there's a basic form, then there's a middle tier, and then there's a tier 3 form on most Solari right now. Most of the tier 2 Solaris max out at level 50. There are some tier 1s that will max out around 30 or so, but currently you won't be gimped if you keep your guys at tier 2 and you don't evolve them up to tier 3. Sometimes it's actually a strategic play to do to keep them at tier 2 because you like their special skills that they actually have. Most skills that they have can be actually interchanged. They have 4 unique skills on the Solari. 3 of them can be whatever you really want them to be, and there are some prerequisites, like a fire guy can only have fire moves and some slight other alterations depending on who it is. But for the most part, you can customize their moveset. And then the 4th skill that they have is their unique skill to their actual character. So there's one unique move that you cannot touch that is locked on there, and that changes as they evolve. So again, they are not always just a direct upgrade. If you have one skill that was like an AoE stun at tier 2, and then you upgrade to tier 3, you may actually lose that AoE stun and get a completely different style of move that you may not want in your playstyle. You'll notice there's a couple different modes. There's the PvE story mode in Moonrise. You go ahead and save the world, figure out what's going on with these creatures. Similar to Pokemon, it's a little bit more grown up, not as childish, but it's still kind of on the kid side. But the big part is the PvP, and this is what it is. This is a arena mode where you're given a random batch of 10 Solari, all at max level at level 50, with all kind of like normalized-ish stats. And so again, you're getting 10 Solari, you get to choose 6 of them, you make a team comp out of that, and you go ahead and then you battle other players, and you're trying to go in 10 wins before you lose 3 times. You do not use your own player created or player leveled Solari here. You again are given random Solaris, so you don't know what you're going to get. These keys regenerate every few hours, and you can play this a couple times a day, or you can actually buy more tickets to go into this mode continuously by using the premium currency gems. It's extremely fun. Again, you have 3 lives, so think of it, you have, you can play for several times until you lose 3 times or until you win 10 times. When you win 10 times, you're going to get a ton of goodies, tons of prizes, rewards that are definitely fitting for the effort that it took to win 10 times. If you lose, even if you lose, 0-3, you get no wins, you're still going to get some prizes and rewards, so it's still a nice experience. You can also just auto-lose yourself and take the 0-win reward, and, it's okay. It's a viable strategy. If you suck at PvP or you don't want to play PvP, you can just auto-lose and get those rewards. They won't be as great as the 10-win reward, but you'll still get something. And it's better to get something than nothing, because again, these keys regenerate over time, and if you use one, your regeneration clock starts right away. You can also, as you can see there, you can rotate, pull in and out Solaris as well. So there's a lot of tactics and strategies. These are the skills down here on the bottom. They have different cooldowns and boot up times. So it is an extremely deep combat game, and it is a lot of fun. If you have any questions at all, definitely post them down below. I'd love to answer your questions any way possible. I've been playing this game for several months now. Got a good feel of the game. It is not pay to win at all. It is a completely free game. They're doing early access previews, and they're charging for early access, but they're also giving you tons of goodies. I posted a video on what you get. This is early access for Steam right now, so it is definitely worth the $15 or $20. The $20 pack, they said, is estimate value around $100. To me, it's more along the lines around like $50 or $60. It's still well worth what they're charging for it. Just if you were to buy gems, they give you $30 in gems in that $20 pack. Plus, you get so many, Solari and different unique Solaris in there, and some special skins for Solaris as well. So definitely, it's worth a shot. Again, it's currently on early access in Steam, starting May 27th. And then iOS, you can actually play it right now if you download a Canadian iTunes account and download the game from the Canadian iTunes store. Completely free to play there. And it will be free to play on Steam too once it goes into actual global launch. They are still in a beta phase. This is kind of going into the more open beta phase, and we will have a ton more feedback. They are working on ranked mode as well. That's coming out very soon. So ranked mode is where you actually use your own player-built Solaris to fight other players to win awesome prizes and unique things like that. And this company is going to do an amazing job with tournaments and prizes. I've heard they have some top tournament organizers from like Dota and League of Legends here working on things. And even at the PAX conventions, they were giving out iPads for people that were doing, well in the daily events. So each day they were giving out an iPad for the person who had the most wins in this arena mode. And that goes to show you what kind of tournament support and PvP support that this game will have going forward. That's a big chunk of change. That's like $600 right there for an iPad each day of PAX. And they've done that several times now. PAX East, PAX West, I believe PAX South. So yeah, that's a lot of prizes, and that's going to continue moving forward. I have great hopes for this game, and I hope to see you in game. If you want to check it out more, check out the channel, and again, post your questions.